Hi, my name is Kelly, and I'm from the Management Study Guide's content team. In this course, we will talk about basics of psychology in detail. Let's get started.
Every human being is the same in certain ways, and yet unique in their own way. Although each one of us humans are built the same way biologically, with the same structure and physiological makeup of organs and parts such as brains, we still react, think, and feel differently. Let us look at a situation and understand how two different people react to the same situation. Harry has been a regular investor in the stock market. Although a software developer by profession, Harry has been ardently investing ever since he started working about a decade back. In fact, he is such a seasoned investor that he is thinking about giving up his job and taking up investing in stocks as a full-time occupation. James started working as an independent architect after his graduation. In the initial years of his career, he worked for a reputed architecture design firm and then ventured out on his own. Ever since, his best friend Rena introduced him to the world of the stock market, and James has been regularly investing in stocks. The stock market crashed. Both Harry and James lost all of their money that they'd invested in stocks. James lost much more than Harry, as he had invested a major portion of his savings in stocks. Experts speculate that it will be a long time before the stock market will get back on its feet, and it's a gloomy future ahead for all investors. Harry is devastated. He's lost all the money he saved over the many years since he started working. Getting lured by the profits that his investments were making, Harry had not diversified his savings into any other form of investment. He had, in fact, taken loans from many people to increase his investment portfolio. Harry is now lost as to what he should do. He's depressed and even starts to have suicidal thoughts. How could he possibly give back his debtors what he owes them? He falls into a pit of depression, starts to take solace in alcohol, and even ends up losing his job and many friends. Harry swears off investing in stocks forever. James is shocked. He had started to believe that investing in stocks was not as risky as everyone had told him. He had lost all his savings from the past few years, and he even owed money to the brokerage house from which he'd taken an overdraft to purchase large amounts of a lucrative stock opportunity that he'd spotted. He knew that things would be difficult for a while in terms of his financial situation, but as long as he continued to work and pay off his debts, slowly but steadily, things eventually would be fine. So James starts to work with extra vigor on his architecture design projects and continues to invest in stocks, albeit with an optimum risk appetite that is suitable for him. So why do you think Harry and James reacted to the same situation in completely two different ways? Both of them had lost a lot of money. Both had lost all their savings, and both were under a huge amount of debt. In fact, Harry was the more seasoned investor than James. Then why did Harry get perturbed by this turn of events, whereas James was able to take it in stride and move on? You can understand here that the way in which Harry and James or any other person reacts to a situation greatly depends upon his or her own mindset, past experiences, mental thought processes, belief systems, confidence levels, etc. In short, the psychological makeup of a person is largely responsible for everything that a person says, thinks, feels, believes, and does. Hence, understanding the mindset or the psychology of a person is extremely important to not only understand why a person is the way he or she is, but also for the individual himself or herself to overcome difficult times and problems. This is where the field of psychology and psychologists play a crucial role. Let us learn about Introduction to Psychology in further detail.
Let's review the course objectives. Explain what is meant by psychology. Describe the advent of modern psychology. List the branches of psychology. Explain basic premises of psychology. Explain the approaches of psychology. Explain the modern approaches to psychology. Explain psychology and the nervous system and the brain. Explain how neurons work. Explain relation between neurotransmitters and behavior. Explain psychodynamic theory of psychology. Explain components of human personality. Explain Freud's defense mechanisms. Explain Freud's concept of dream analysis. Explain the Gestalt school of psychology. List the challenges to the field of psychology.